And we're back with another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator, the IT expansion. I'm your host, RPG guy. And let's get to it. When we last left off, we have a few more machines to work on. Let's take a look here. By L.E.B. Crawley, I must have a computer capable of reaching 8,000 in benchmarks. Everything depends on this. My child, everything. Butuous, I think it's Butuous. Rainbow lighting would ease the transition to a new era. 4 or more lights, perhaps. $2,500. Oh boy. How did I see this before? The scriptures hold the key. Those who seek restitution shall receive it, but beware, for it comes in for the form of exchange or credit only. Understand, we must not wait for the expiration to arrive. We must summon it. Then will the non-believers have their heathen lives exchanged for naught, while the holy will receive credit for our deeds in the form of life extended. Yes, it's clear to me now. The disciples of Warren must combine our powers, joining our computers together to appease Warren and bring about the expiration at last. But I fear even with your previous upgrades, my computer is not enough. As priestess, I must lead those who choose to follow. So help me, my child, this one last time. Let us bring about the expiration together. Clow, clow, praise be to Warren. Clow, 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 clow. Is that our way of saying white clow? Get it? No, I'm just kidding. All right, so this is a straight up build of 8,000. Okay, well, that's not... And what's our budget here? It's pretty high, 2,500. Probably good we're doing this first. Let's go with first of all, let's go with Ryzen here. Because when in doubt, Ryzen shouts. And I would say we'd want to go with something pretty decent. Probably a Ryzen 7 of some sort. With the highest performance without maybe going too extreme. But then again, we're not getting that much option without going up into the 95 watt, that's for sure. Let's do this guy. We'll do... I think this guy... Actually, what we should do is go to cooling and do RGB. And something pretty decent. We don't have to go super crazy, but we could go with something liquid cooled as well. The money is not going to be too much of an issue at this point. Boom. Motherboard. Boom. Memory's got to be RGB too. We probably want to go with 32 gigs of memory, so that's 216s, or straight up just 132. But I think we're gonna need some rainbow colors, so we're actually gonna break the budget a little bit more than normal and go for 2 sticks instead of 1. We're gonna clock those at 3,200. $20 difference, so boom, boom. So we're about at $1,020. Definitely gonna go with like a 2030 or 2040. No. Oh my god, I'm like zoning out here. Okay, 2060, so it's 3060. That's 700. Remember, our budget is what, 2,500? 2,500. So we haven't bust 2,000 yet. So let's go to storage. We don't need anything fancy for storage. Bloop. Power supply, I'd like to have around 1200. Or what about 13? Paying 260 for that. Why don't I pay 270 for that? Length 200 millimeters. So we'll just look for a case that meets that requirement. There's 230 right there. There's 200 right there. 380. What's the length on our GPU? $300. Okay. That's pretty long. That's very long. But this case actually does it. Strangely enough. It's 200, 300, so let's take a look. $200, $380. Hmm. 180, 170. $200, $400. RGB. We'll buy just a few case fans that are RGB. We got one in there, so let's make that 2. So that actually works. We're not going to get a lot of money for this rig, but at least we'll build a rig that should be quite interesting to set up, as far as I'm concerned. All right. So Lady Clow is all set up. Brady Weaver. Hi, yeah, I need access to Bamboozle HR for a very important project. A database app too, most likely. And I'll need them both running at recommended specs. Can I trust you to handle it? Might be advantageous to optimize the network connection too. Now that I think about it, I can't have a slow connection ruining things. So Ira wants to gamify things around here. Fine by me. But I play to win, my friend. Everybody knows that. Okay, so he wants Datamine and Bamboozle working on recommended specs here. So first things first. Let's see what kind of damage we're talking about here. Okay, it's clearly saying we got to upgrade his memory from 2 gigabytes. Or 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. He's got 8 gigs in there. Which interestingly enough will give us a crap ton of really crappy RAM to make some really crappy computers. Or just one super crappy 4 gig machine. Alright, so Datamine is probably the strongest of the 2 programs, Datamine versus Bamboozled. Oh yeah. Runs Bamboozled fine, but not Datamine. He needs 16 gigs of memory, but everything else in there is pretty good. So he just needs a major RAM upgrade. Let's just double check his questionnaire here. Network connection, okay. So we'll do that too. I should probably could have done that first, but oh well. Memory. We don't care. What's the expenses here? 140 for 16 gigs. So 140 for 16 gigs. Well, there's 130 right there. And that'll solve that. All right. Stiletto Maven. This machine was hit during Agent 69's previous mission. Thankfully, only the GPU was damaged, which is more that could be said for Agent 69. It was very nearly an international incident. The Division 61 brass are doing their best to smooth things over, but I'll need the PC repaired and operational as soon as possible. And get a word processor out too. We only got one shot at these negotiations. To show good faith, we temporarily installing a new color code system. Any assets involved in the negotiation are designated code Rainbow. You're authorized to make RGB adjustments to this computer accordingly. It's surreal. After years of hacks, infiltration, and theft, we're finally holding peace talks with one of the big corporations. Never thought I'd live to see the day. Thanks again. If anything goes wrong, there's a chance I won't. Blah, 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 blah. So, okay. The GPU was damaged. I don't even know why it's not even showing up as a thing to work on here. Let's see. Yeah, it's missing the GPU. Mission. Thankfully, only one GPU was damaged. It was very nearly an international incident. Division so I'm to do the best to move things over. Word processor installed and new color codes. So this we could probably just do right now. I mean, there's no reason to go out of the way and buy a fancy card if we don't need it. I mean, technically it's fixed. We fixed it for $50. Only gave us 140, so I don't really think there was much that could be done. Oh, shit. You all saw that. Darn, another partial rematerialization, but each attempt brings us closer to our goal. I have a theory that an increased electron flow will make it easier for the atom beam to reconstruct the data. So since you're replacing missing parts anyway, let's increase the computer's benchmark target, perhaps 13,000. I suspect you'll need a new CPU, perhaps even a new motherboard, but it will be worth it. Oh, and of course I must have a source for all these energetic electrons. The current power supply may suffice, but something with a little more pep will increase the likelihood of success. Do you have something in the 1,000 watt range? Oh my god, $6,000. Okay. Don't think of these tests as partial figures. Think of them as partial success. This project will change the world. In fact, Irritech leadership has taken a special interest. They've asked for the budgetary details. No doubt they'll want to increase funding as soon as they see what I've already accomplished. I can only hope the next few tests will continue to make a good impression. Okay, this is literally going to be just another build, isn't it? Because number one, it has to be a micro ATX. The RAM in here is 4,000, but it's not fast enough, so we got to take that out. It's funny, I think we put all of this in without doing much. But with $6,000, there's a lot we can buy and spend on here, and I plan on doing that. So the power supply is gone. Let's take the hard drive out. You know what? No, I'm gonna put the hard drive back in there. It's gonna, it requires me to do it anyway. Okay, first things first, what kind of case are we looking at here? Is really going to be a big issue. It is a Corsair Graphite series. Okay, let's go to shop. Okay, so the PSU length is 180. I almost feel like I need to write this down somewhere. Because this is going to be pertinent to actually doing this. So it's what do we got here? 180 And a GPU is 290. Okay, this is important because they want fucking, what is it now? 13,000? We can do that. I just need to make sure I know what I'm looking for here. So, right out the gate here, we need anything that's micro. And we're looking for something specific. We're looking for 2066 or TR4. Not going to find it there. Probably not going to find it there. We can find it here. So it's very specific shit we have to buy. And then it's a RAM speed of 4,000. So we've got $6,000 to burn. I don't think we're going to run into this problem here. So let's go to processor 2066. We're just going to grab whatever fancies are processing here, because we're going to get a massive wattage computer. So we'll just grab that. So we got to keep track of this just to make sure. So just alone, we're at, I'm going to write this down here. We're at 1720. Now let's see what else we're looking for. Cooling. We can't get much in there, so did we take the cooling out of here? We have one cooling on us. Cooling's just going to be what it is. We can't get anything super large in here, and I doubt we can get liquid cooling in here. I mean, we could try. We could try. But it would be like one of these. So that's another 60. That's going to put us at 1780. Memory, 4,000. The best we can get, probably, performance-wise. But not something too insane. So 4,000 at 32 gig. That's the here. So 2 sticks is $1,000 versus let me see how we can get this a wee bit cheaper here. Not really that good. We either go with less sticks or we go with more sticks, but so that's, oh boy, get my calculator out here so I don't have to think too hard. It's 1,070. That's 2,140 if we do 4 sticks, and then we add 1780. That puts us at 4K. We're still not even that far, so let's just do 2 of these. We'll do something beastly here. Now, our dimensions for the PSU is 180. Some of these are just insane in size. Our GPU is 290, my bad. 285 right there. Here's a TI Founders for length 285. So, so let's add. So we're at 200,850 plus 1,555. We'll use the storage that's already there. our power supply length can only be 180 in the length. So minimum, maximum 200. Since that's what they're giving us to work with here. What else can we add? All right, so again, our PSU can be 180. We want to get as high as we can get. There's 1500 watt right there. I think that's gonna be it too. 1600 is just too big. So it looks like we're topped out at this guy here. 1500 watt. Boom. So we'll add that plus. That puts us at 5,009. Oops. It's not $1,500. It's 360. That puts us at 1765. No reason to worry about fans. Graphics card. So let's see. Power supply, graphics card, RAM. Plausible cooling until that. Yeah, that's and we have a processor, so that should do it. We should be able to jack that sucker up relatively high. Not infinitesimally high, but definitely higher. So let's get this sorted out now, shall we? So let's get working on this beast of a machine that's here. And really quick, we'll grab this. I don't have to make too many trips back and forth after working. All right, let's get to this. So motherboard is going to be this. How is this incompatible? Oh my god, I bought the wrong motherboard. Okay, hold on. Motherboard, it's micro. No, it's, what is it? Mini. We still might be fine here. LGA 1200. Okay, okay, so the processor I bought's not gonna work. God damn it. Talk about a big ass waste of money. Okay, Now I wish I went Ryzen. Because we can go Ryzen 9 is the best we're gonna get. Or 1200. Oh, okay, we could go with these Ryzen 9s. Okay, but the memory should be fine, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, so we're really just going in a slightly different direction. I don't even know how much I spent on that processor really quick. What was it? The 10940. The 10940. We spent $1,600. So this will actually save us some money, but not by much. Let's try this again. What is the difference? I'm reluctant to see the difference here. Okay, so whatever. We need an LGA 1200 slot. So 1200 motherboard. It's like goddamn mini. Mini. I know I saw it. There it is. 4600 memory. That's fine, though. We already bought what we bought, so I'm not going to change it up now. It's a little bit of a goof. Clearly, we're going to recover our losses on that at some point. I don't know when, but we'll figure it out. There we go. That's a happy motherboard. Ugh. And good thing we only bought 2 sticks because there's only room for 2 sticks in this motherboard. So processor this beast. And now I really don't know if what we bought will fully work. I don't trust anything anymore. But I have to try. Alright. Memory. These giant fucking pieces of equipment. Oh. Probably gotta get them in first. Well, this takes priority over the cooler, so... Okay, see, it does work. It's just being a dick about it. Okay, memories and graphics killed. About to say, the fuck? That's right, we haven't put in a power supply yet. Storage power supply. Let's put the PCI lock back on. Let's see what we can actually get out of this beast. Alright. We want this and this to start with. The rig should be able to handle it. What I want to do is figure out... It says diagnose problem. There's probably something wrong in the hard drive. Yeah, she's still saying there's something up. We'll come back to this, but let's look at it. Look at how beautiful that is. Alright, we'll let that run. This dude needed a memory upgrade, which we should have memory for. Let's get this build going. Strangely enough, it's not this micro, it's going to be this guy. Because it's got to fit in the budget, and there's no way what we just bought's going to fit any kind of fucking budget. Okay, that doesn't fit in there. That's a waste too. So we'll have to figure that out as we progress through the game. And for a break, how does that not fit? Probably because it just doesn't. But that fixes what I'm gonna do here, so fuck it. Memory. Boot her up. And then we'll do a few light things, such as what we've done before. We'll put in 3D Mark and GPU Tuner. Make sure the RAM is set. Oh, you know what I didn't do? We didn't put on colors. We'll do that too. Even though it's pretty much doing rainbow now. Let's make sure everything's running that way. Whoops. There's 17,965. Now, there's still another set of problems here that we're not sure what it is, so let's try to diagnose that. Theoretically, it could be anything. But we're gonna run B-linked. We're gonna run all of our maintenance stuff just to see what's going on here, because physically, other than the hard drive, which is working, we fixed everything else. So I mean, there's nothing, there were no case fans in this rig of any sort, so I'm reluctant to say that there's anything physically broken. No prod. No, it still says something's broken. Okay, let's take a peek here. There's got to be a fan somewhere or something. But I'm not sure what. And that's what's going to bug me, because everything in here except for that one hard drive is new. And it won't let me get rid of it, so I doubt it's the hard drive. I'm not seeing a fan or... I need to put a fan in here? Well, like, I'm not sitting on extra fans. I don't have anything 120. I got one 120 fan. Can I fit that in there anywhere? In the front. But I still don't think... Okay. Okay, it's not saying what's missing. Something's definitely up, though. It's not this. I am reluctant to figure out what's wrong. The only thing I can think of is to do this. The only thing we haven't done. We'll have to re-3D mark it, but This is it. I've done everything else and nothing's registering. Okay, it's not a fan. It's still not fixed. Even after re-imaging it, it's not fixed. We'll come back to this. Let's keep working here and finish this. This is makes over 8,000. Yay. This is done. That was easy enough, was it not? Okay, who is this? This is Crawley. We got rainbow lights and all that good stuff. Okay, this one's done. You need a couple of bamboozle, HR, and data mine. There's data mine, bamboozle. This one should be done. Oh, the network connection. Okay, this one should be done. Okay. What is wrong with you, sir? Okay, here's what I'm thinking I gotta do here is just take everything out. Because I'm not getting closer to an answer here. So something I'm clearly missing is a problem. All that's left is the hard drive. And it says it's fine. There's literally nothing else in this case. So it has to be a software problem, but I just re-imaged it. Unless the case is broken, but there's no evidence of that. Yeah, this is frustrating me to no end here. Okay, so storage is in there. I need the motherboard. It won't let me use it, yeah. That's weird. And we know we can't change freaking, the game doesn't let us really change out computer towers. At least we've tried in the past, and it's never worked, so it can't be that. All put back together. We need that. I'm kind of at a loss here. Something with the hard drive. But we re-imaged the hard drive, so there's nothing really else you can do. It's on. She still says to diagnose the problem. It's gotta be like there's a fan missing or something. There's nothing else, man. I'm sure it's like some missing part that I don't know about. There were 3 fans in here. I think we figured it out. There were 3 fans in here. Okay, hold on. We can still do 3 fans. I just gotta move these. Like, I think I gotta move them around here. Ooh, maybe not. I'm short a fan. All right. Well, let's buy a fan. We're short one fucking 120 fan. I care about RPGs, RGB or whatever. Let's just grab 2 just in case. It's probably that. It's got to be that. I can't think of anything else it would be. Is that it had 3 fans in it. It's still not it. Okay. Hold on. We're getting closer, though, I think, because we're looking at her stats at this point. See, now it's starting to show the new stuff we've got in here as correct. It didn't show that before. Did it? Or did I look at somebody else's machine? I think I looked at somebody else's machine because this is clearly not registering as fixed. Run it all again, I don't care. How... I swear... Still, okay, I don't know, guys. The only thing it could be is maybe the fans have to be in a specific location. The game could be that dumb. Let me take out the liquid cooling. I'm putting a basic one here. No shit, that one doesn't fit. It won't let me put in the liquid cooling. Wow, how lame is that? That's really the problem? That's a little horseshit. You know what? Now that we know what the problem is, bet your ass I'll put that in there. And actually, we'll take one from the front. We'll take... Well, no. Do I have another 120? I don't think I do. These big ones don't really fit. So we'll just leave it at like that for now. Fuck it. I'm done with this fucking thing. It's really that stupid. It can't... The game... Okay. That's a flaw. That's a deadly flaw right there because there was nothing wrong with the computer. Literally, that's the definition of nothing wrong with the computer. That's clearly an oversight that a liquid cooling CPU cannot... You cannot replace an airflow CPU with a liquid cooled CPU with a CPU. That's an oversight. That has to be an oversight. Oh, God. Okay, so now we're going to run our diagnostics. Wow, that was a big waste of money and time. Luckily, we only wasted money on the motherboard, which, in theory... What are we looking at here for graphics cards? We've got some good graphics cards here. We got a good storage. We have a motherboard and a power and a thing, so we have memory up the ass. We could do a pretty killer rig for this micro. Next round, we'll put some liquid cooling in it. Okay, too high. Put some liquid cooling in it. It's pretty much what I would do. This episode took a lot longer, mainly because we had so many big builds, and that these were really, really wonky. So I'm trying to figure out if we'll probably have to wait. We're out about a lot more money than we thought. But that's okay to be out that money because we're not hurting for anything. I still plan on spending some money, but now, not at the end of this episode. It'll have to be at the end of the next episode. Give or take. So we still got to do this, and we still got to turn all this in and make sure there's no errors, because there's a good chance there could be errors. The other option, too, is we could build a computer for a work computer. Oops. Okay, I'm going to turn this a lot further down. Not a lot, but at least a little bit more than where it is at, because this is not working. I swear we had that maxed out. And we may have screwed up regardless, because me and my infinite wisdom thought it was a brilliant idea to, you know, max everything out and then re-image the hard drive when nothing else was working. Should have definitely not re-imaged the hard drive. So we might have to reload. I'm hoping that's not the case. But you don't know until it happens. What do we need on this? 13,000. Well, we got 17,850, so that's good enough for me. So we spent about 2,000 more than we wanted to spend. I guarantee you we spent about that much. And like I said, it's not the end of the world, because eventually we'll get a case, and you know, we have a good power supply on us. So theoretically, we could make a pretty killer machine out of this, the parts we bought, and then probably sell it for a lot. You know, we'll overclock it and all that stuff as much as we can to get the best dollar. And for real life, I hate the idea of overclocking, but that's just me. Alright, so this must be enough. Praise be to water, and I will see you on the other side of my channel. Alright. Okay, fine work. And with an expert's eye for detail, our next test will be the one. I can feel it. Alright. Package received. Iritech Flight 59B outbound to Summit. If anything happens out there, I want you to know you've been a really good friend and a valuable ally. Smashing stuff. Now I just need to get to Steph's HR profile and void her security pass. Should keep her busy for a day or two. Plenty of time. So we got very little to nothing out of that job. All right. Oh, that was rough. And we're in a kind of a sticky situation with regards to this and the matching motherboard. But yeah, we'll figure something out for it. It's not like it's the end of the world. And you know, we have plenty of memory. You know, we have some at 4,000 even. So I'm not too worried about it in general. You know, we're not hurting for cash or anything like that. Now, I did say earlier I'd probably buy some stuff. And a part of me is thinking maybe we should wait, because we get gifts from people. Maybe we should wait till, you know, we get closer to the end of the game to start putting stuff in. But another part of me is like, we should probably just do it. But I think there's more. If you look at this, there's more stuff I think you can buy than there are places to put all of it, I think. So part of me is a little skeptical about doing that. Yeah, for the moment. Okay, I'm not completely, you know, thinking it's not necessary, but I figure for now we may as well just wait until we're ready to do it. So anyway, with that said, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/CheckTarCitus for live game action. When we come back, more rigs to work on. more happiness for us to give. Thanks for stopping by, guys. We'll see you guys.